Tell me what's on your mind today, Jenny Lynn.
I'm just feeling trapped, like a caged bird. I know there's so many experiences out there just waiting for me.
Go on.
Well, I'd like to travel abroad and visit exotic places. I'm interested in exploring the Mediterranean, like Spain and Greece. Maybe even a Mediterranean cruise to get a little taste of a lot of places. But I know there's also so much that I haven't done right here in the US. I want to visit all the states, see the national parks, and immerse myself in the natural beauty. I want to experience what makes each place special and meet some awesome people. I feel the pull of the open road that I'm finding harder and harder to resist. Is there any hope for me to live this life I've always dreamed of?
I have just the prescription for you. Start a YouTube channel. You can share your experience and hear from others about theirs. They can guide you towards your ultimate goal. And because I wouldn't feel good about sending you out there to do this alone, I'll be your service human and escort you on this epic journey.
Well, this sounds like a good plan, but is it typical or even ethical for you to escort your clients like this, Doc?
Well, luckily, I'm not a real doctor.
Oh, and since this was free, I'm not a real client. But I like this plan. I'll fill my prescription right away.
Hi, I'm Jared.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. We have a vision to hit the road as full-time RVers in the next 2 to 4 years. Why 2 to 4 years, you ask? Well, it comes down to money. My current employment doesn't allow me to work remotely on a full-time basis. However, it does allow me to retire relatively early with a full pension in 1 year, 9 months to 3 years, 9 months. But who's counting?
Not you. Unlike my lovely wife, I can't retire that soon. However, my time as a trainer and in HR roles allows me to do remote work and be full-time on the road.
So, like I alluded to in our little skit earlier, there's just something about the open road that represents ultimate freedom to me. I can go wherever the road takes me. It feels like unlimited possibilities, and that's exciting for me. What's appealing about it for you, Jared?
Well, Jen, I've always enjoyed traveling and the potential to chase weather to our liking. It's also a really good option for us. I'm a big fan of that.
Now, we love to be outside, but we are by no means experienced outdoorsmen. My camping experience is limited to Girl Scouts when I was a kid, some tent camping when I was in my 20s, and a pop-up camper one time, which I thought was a huge upgrade.
For me, I've done some RV, tent, and cabin camping, but it's been a while, to be honest. This upcoming experience will definitely push our limits.
More recently, we were invited by some friends and wonderful people to join them for a night in their Class A motorhome.
So, neat experience for us. It was up at a winery at Lake of the Ozarks, and it was also one of the Harvest Host properties. We enjoyed playing cards. We were hiking in the surrounding hills, and along with some nice wine tasting while we were there. It was a really good time.
Though we made some great memories with some great people, I may have done some impromptu karaoke. My camping experience was less than ideal. Because we were boondocking, I got so cold overnight, I couldn't get close enough to Jared as I was trying to absorb some of his body heat. I'm also a very light sleeper. I'm one of those people that needs the fan and the noise machine for the white noise, and I couldn't do either of those in that camping experience.
It was overall a good experience. It gave us a baseline of a few things we liked and would consider when we started out on our own. In addition, we looked to swing back by the Ozarks in the summertime to get some RV one-on-one with the grandkids. So hopefully all these experiences will pay dividends for us.
So we know that we have a lot to learn. And over the past 6 months to a year or so, I've been doing a lot of YouTube research. Shout out to all the channels that I follow and watch on a regular basis. It's because of you that I have the knowledge base that I do. And you've inspired me with the idea to start this channel now.
Besides the YouTube research that she's been doing a lot of, we've had also been to some RV shows to get inside some actual RVs and get a feel for what might best meet our needs. Our first scouting trip took us to St. Charles, Missouri, and their show gave us a lot of units to explore. Really neat one to go to. Next, we tried in Springfield, Missouri, their mega RV show, and they had a wide variety of trailers and fifth wheels. That was a bit overwhelming. We didn't even get through them all, but we had a good time with our oldest grandson.
Though he was more interested in trying out everyone that was his size, which didn't really fit what we were looking for. Most recently, we decided to attend an open house at Camping World in Springfield. It advertised that there would be food and games, but when we arrived after work on a Friday, there was no one there.
No, it was definitely a ghost town. A big shout out though to Jason at Camping World. He was hustling to show us units and talk up different layouts. He was really running around. He even called his brother to get some additional advice. So that was pretty cool.
Based on what we've seen so far, I'm leaning towards a fifth wheel, but I just haven't found that perfect layout yet. And the length intimidates me as far as driving. Plus, that means that we also have to factor in the purchase of a truck.
It's true. I'm more of a Class A fan, and if we can find the right size, having it as a toy hauler would be great so we can transport a small vehicle inside that to help get us around for travel when we get to our spot.
So what are our next steps to get us where we want to go on this journey? We have plans to stay in an RV that is permanently hooked up at a campground. So stay tuned for that in a future episode. But this is where we need you.
So your comments, your suggestions, your feedback will hopefully help us prep. So please speak up. We also have in mind to take RV driving and maintenance classes and perhaps rent a Class C for like a mini vacation.
We know that we're better together, so we can't wait to explore your recommendations. But it's not just about our journey to full-time RVing, it's about our life journey, and we want you to come along.
If you're ready to join us on our journey, please hit the like button and subscribe to find out what shenanigans we get up to next.
Thanks for spending time with us today. We're so excited for you to come along with us, and we have some fun things in store for you. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.